It's just another Sharkman podcast.
Hello and welcome to Just Another Sharkman podcast, your chance to plug into all the latest news, movies and events in the Sharkman film franchise. Now it's 6 a.m. and Ferg and I have just been woken up by a massive alarm that rang out all through SharkCon.
Yes, listeners, and we've all been instructed to get on the tube and head to the centre of SharkCon. They just completed the tube the other day, so that's great.
Yeah, we've got everything back. We've got the tubes are back, the monorail's back, churros are back.
Yeah, it's all back to... It's even better than it was at the start of SharkCon, really, a few months ago.
All these Sharkman Studios employees surged into the building.
Yeah.
And they started reconstructing everything.
Yeah.
And everything's as good as new.
In a way that it never was to begin with.
Yeah.
It's really... It's like its own insular functioning shark society.
Exactly, Ferg. And listeners, we've just been woken up. There's been this alarm.
Yeah.
We don't know why.
No.
This alarm has rung on and on and on until we woke up.
Yep.
And they said, head to the centre of the SharkCon.
Yep.
Head to the dome. They said, head to the dome. We don't know what's there.
Yeah.
But it's early, and what Ferg and I thought is that we'll start recording now, just in case we don't have loads of time during the day.
Yes. We're not quite sure what's going to be happening,
No.
so we'll, just record this opening now, then hopefully we'll be able to record the rest of the podcast later.
Yeah.
But this might be it, listeners. This might be it. This 5 minutes might be it for today. So, content, Jack, what should we hit them up with?
Let's see here, Ferg. New Squid Squad sequel is announced, Ferg. All of it's in chroma key. So all of it's chroma keyed.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I think it just means the whole film's going to be green, Jack.
Oh, it's just all green.
It's all green.
Or is it all cut out? Is there nothing?
So what they're going to do is
Yeah.
the actors are going to be dressed in green.
Yeah.
On a green background.
Yeah.
They're going to film it.
Yeah.
And then they're going to make it all transparent with chroma key.
Can't wait.
So there's going to be nothing there.
Is what you're saying, Ferg, that it's a big leap for CGI and special effects?
Yes, Jack, that's exactly what I'm saying.
And Ferg, on the other end of the scale, we've got Bug Girl.
Yes, of course, that film is going to be acted out at each cinema, live, with bugs.
Real bugs.
So really it's theatre,
Yeah.
but it is movies because...
Because it's in the cinema, Ferg.
And so you show up to the theatre, and
It's in
this
the
is being
movie.
released in cinemas all around the country.
Yeah.
You show up, and Will is there.
Yeah.
He's got his tank of bugs.
Yeah.
And he's got them... Basically, he's got little strings, and on the bottom of each string, the smallest piece of blue tack.
Humane.
Just touching on top of the bug.
What's important is it's humane.
And he's like puppeting the bugs to do things. It's very similar to how, of course, they put on the films with human actors.
Yeah.
It's really just sort of...
Scaled down.
A scaled down sort of allegorical version of that.
Yeah.
But obviously with smaller bits of blue tack on the backs of the actors.
Right, Ferg, I think we better get going. Listeners, we're going to update you if we can.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we'll leave you with that and we'll tell you what's going on in the dome when we get a chance.
Yeah, but we're so excited for whatever this is going to be. Big things happening, guys. See ya.
Wow. Hello, listeners.
Oh.
We're back. We're out.
It's been a couple of hours since we last recorded.
And we've been given a 5-minute wee break. So we're just going to take that to record. We're not going to wee.
Gonna hold it in.
And we're going to tell you what just happened in the dome. It was crazy.
So, we all get into the dome.
It was so exclusive.
Everyone at SharkCon, all the attendees, which is probably most of the Sharkman fans in the world, get taken in.
We all crowded into this big coliseum.
There's like 50 of us, 1 million of us.
Yeah.
I honestly could
Hard
not tell.
to tell, to be honest.
We all stood there. Mm-hmm. And Will, head of story for Sharkman Studios, our former friend, mass murderer, etc. Rightly imprisoned.
Rightly imprisoned.
But he's still technically innocent. Anyway, he stands up there.
in a raised platform in the middle.
And he's got this mic that's on a stand.
Yeah.
It's like a free... Like the stand's not down.
No.
But it's like an old-timey mic.
Yeah.
And he's also holding the stand.
Yeah.
And he's like swiveling around the whole time.
Yeah.
To address us all individually. Mm-hmm. He's got that charm. Incredible guy.
He does. He never looked me in the eyes, though.
No, we were both very much like, Will, we made a podcast with you for several years.
Yeah.
Will, it's us, your friends.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No.
I mean, he's so professional.
Yeah. That's true.
He's the consummate professional.
Always.
And he says, some of you may be wondering what's been happening with the Dark Squid reboot. We've been working on it for months, he said. we'd been in the writer's room trying to hash out exactly where we wanted to take it. I had my initial draft, and me and the CEO and several other high-profile Sharkman Studios writers were trying to hash it out. And we were trying this, and we were trying that, and we were trying to reboot this, and we were trying to reimagine that. And just nothing was working, and we couldn't get it to click, because this Dark Squid reboot needs to be fantastic, and it needs to be for the fans.
Yeah.
And that's what I came to this position to do, is be a representative of the fans. Mm-hmm. And then I realised, I am not the fans. I am but one man, and I can only exist as a conduit for the fans. We need to take this franchise reboot scripting process back to the people.
He said we want to put it back to the people.
This needs to be a franchise reboot that is truly for the fans, by the fans, and of the fans. We need to get them all together. We need to get, I know it sounds ridiculous, but we need to get all the Sharkman fans in one room, and we need to crowdsource this, like the pyramids were crowdsourced. We need to crowdsource this script process from the fans themselves, and then it can truly be maybe the greatest Sharkman film there's ever been.
And then he started saying, but how were we going to do that? How were we going to get everyone in one room to talk about the Dark Squid reboot? Then the CEO got a text.
Oh, right, yeah.
Looked at his phone. Said out loud, oh my God, SharkCon's still on. I forgot. Everyone around the table starts murmuring, oh my God, we forgot. Oh, it's still on. I hope they're all right.
I don't know. They didn't say that last bit.
You're right, I'm projecting.
Yeah.
And then, during the speech, Will's eyes widen and he says, and we were just given our answer. We were just handed our answer. We just come back to SharkCon and we get all of you losers to come and help us for free. And he said, that's why we got in the Zeppelin and we came right here. None of us could drive a Zeppelin, but we're here.
And that's why they've been rebuilding the con, listeners. Yeah. And that's what we've all been summoned here for. And so he said, throughout the day-to-day, we're going to be starting the process of putting together the initial pitch for the Dark Squid reboot. It's going to be the ultimate fan-based project. And what we're going to do, we're going to try some really dynamic, synergetic ways of taking ideas from a forum of creators. So we're all going to sit in a massive circle and we're just going to go around one by one and pitch ideas.
And everyone cheered. I was shouting, I was screaming, I was saying, Will, I love you. Will, please look at me. Will, and you were shouting. And Gertrude was shouting.
Oh, she was loving it.
Oh, yeah, guys, Gertrude.
Yes.
We didn't know her before now. We were standing next to her. She's a 90-year-old woman. It's the first time I've ever seen Sharkman Studios time travel in action. Because what has happened is that she said to us that she didn't used to like the Sharkman films. No. She didn't used to get them at all. And then suddenly she had a memory of watching them in the 1960s.
Yeah.
Because presumably Sharkman Studios had changed time, released a couple Sharkman sequels in the 60s. And now she's a massive fan. And she came to SharkCon to see all the extra stuff, got trapped in a Mad Max dystopia, almost died in the blackout, and now is here and healthy and happy once again. And honestly, she's such a joker. She was so funny. She had told loads of good jokes. She handed out me and Ferg. She gave me some mints. It was so nice.
She didn't give me any mints.
Yeah, we just really got on. Ferg was sort of more. Ferg was concentrating on the speech.
I mean, I was committing it all to memory, so I could tell you all the whole speech word for word just now.
And you did do that very well, Ferg. Well done.
But I do wish I'd got a mint. Do you have any left over?
No, I like to eat them all at once.
Could you, when we go back in, could you try and get a mint from her for me?
I'll get you a mint. Yeah.
Oh,
there's a very scary, imposing man walking towards us. Think we better go. Think we better get started. See you in a bit, guys.
God.
Hello, listeners. Second wee break.
We're still holding it in.
8 hours in.
Got to do the podcast. Yeah, 8 hours of straight Dark Squid writer's room collab content.
Yeah, it's been so interesting to be behind the scenes. It's been so good.
It's so great to be a fan and truly be part of the experience. That the way Will is truly changing how this franchise works.
Yeah.
It's incredible to be part of.
So what's happened is they've got everyone at SharkCon. Mm-hmm. We've all sat in a big circle.
Yeah.
Just a full massive circle. Serena's there.
Yeah, she's leading the whole session.
She's leading the discussion. And what she says is, at the beginning of the session, she said, what would you put in a Dark Squid film? And then we just went round one by one.
Yeah.
People have just said what they would like in the Dark Squid film. And what Serena does is she listens to what they say.
Yeah.
She smiles and goes, mm-hmm. And then she goes to a big whiteboard.
Yeah.
She writes it down.
Yeah, we got a huge writer's room whiteboard.
Yeah, so cool.
The whole side of the dome, it's 100-foot tall.
Yeah.
And so we're going round, and so the mic gets passed around to each person, and so someone says, what if Prawn Boy was in it?
Yeah.
And we all were like, oh, no, yeah, no.
Yeah.
And Serena writes it on the whiteboard. Each time she writes it, she has to climb up a huge ladder.
Yeah.
So it takes, each suggestion, all in all, takes about 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
And like I say, there's 50 million of us in there. And then you get to the next person, and they say, maybe at the end there's a big fight. And we're all like, yeah, okay, nice.
Yeah.
That could be
yeah,
could work.
Yeah.
See if it works. It's something good to go in with now, even if we're not going to necessarily follow through with it.
Yeah.
It might lead into other ideas. And then Serena climbs up a ladder, writes on the whiteboard, comes back down. Yeah. I don't know why she comes back down each time.
No, she should just up the ladder, really.
And then the next person says something like,
what if Seaweed Sally was alive?
And we're all like, oh, no.
Yeah, that would be cool. Good.
And what Serena does at this point is she goes up the ladder.
Yeah.
And writes on the whiteboard.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, so it's been 8 hours of that.
Yeah, hasn't got to us yet.
No, but I'm
really excited.
I'm so ready. What are you? Yeah. Do you know what you're gonna say, Jack?
I'm gonna say, what if? And I had this. I was just sat there, and I thought of it while I was sat there. Just straight off the cuff. I thought, what if Sharkman was a baby in it?
You had a shark, a baby Sharkman.
Sharkman was a baby in it.
And he was cute.
And he was cute, and it was like baby Sharkman.
Yeah, that'd be because it would be. I've seen Sharkman, but now it's a cute version.
But you haven't seen baby Sharkman.
And you can sell it as a toy.
Yeah.
Which is of course the main
thing. I hadn't even thought of that. What are you gonna say, Ferg?
Well, see the problem I'm having.
Yeah.
Is I keep thinking of things.
Yeah.
So I was like, when it started, I was like, right. My suggestion is going to be that we should put Prawn Boy in it.
Yeah.
And then the first person said...
Immediately said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I was like, shit, okay, come up with something new. What if there's a big fight at the end? Mm-hmm. Next person...
Said that.
Yeah. And that's just been my whole 8 hours. As soon as I think of something, the next person says it.
Ferg, you can be honest.
Yeah.
Is that actually what's happening?
Well, yeah.
Or is what is happening that you're just hearing the idea... And then you're saying, I thought of that already. But you haven't. You just don't have any ideas.
No, because I thought of them, all that stuff. I obviously didn't say it. Yeah. I didn't say it, but I did. I had thought of it already.
Okay. I'm just saying you can tell the truth.
Yeah. I don't. Why would I lie about?
Well, just if you didn't have any ideas, you might lie about that. Because you love Sharkman so much, but you might just not have any good ideas about it.
I think what's interesting to take into account here, Jack.
Yeah.
And I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Is that you're right?
Okay, listeners, just to give you a quick sense of the geography of the space.
Yeah.
We've got the massive whiteboard right at the end.
Yeah.
And then all the way around the rest of the dome, there's this long mirror.
Yes.
There's this long mirror that curls all the way around the dome.
It's a mirrored dome.
And what's cool is you can just see yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And that sometimes people in white suits and masks come out. There's little doors in the mirror, and they'll come out and they'll take people.
Yeah.
And they'll take them behind the mirror.
Yeah.
And then they'll close the mirror again. But it's just a mirror.
See, I don't get where they're going, because when I look at the mirror, Jack, I see me, and then they come out, and they're not me.
Yeah, weird, isn't it?
Anyway.
Bit of Sharkman magic.
I'm like a cat.
So Gertrude stood up when it was her turn.
Yeah.
She talked for ages. She talked for an hour. And it was like really this really compelling, cool idea.
Yeah.
And she was like, I've been thinking about this for 80 years. This is the perfect Dark Squid film.
It was very thorough. It was very like, here's a sense of structure and like what the thematic run through of the film could be.
And I think it made me think, but it also made me excited.
Yeah.
I had a real style to it, had a real grace in the storytelling of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. And then what happened is she finished after the hour. Serena didn't write anything on the board. She just looked at the mirror and nodded. And then a door opened. Man came in.
A man who wasn't Serena, again, confusing.
No, confusing. Grabbed her and pulled her out. So I haven't got you a mint, Ferg. Didn't manage to get you a mint.
Could you not have got...
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sometimes, listeners, people will come out of the mirror and they'll sit down and do little experiments on you inside the circle of people. So this guy came up to me. I couldn't see his face. It was like this big kind of mask that you just couldn't see through. It was like a bit of a hazmat suit. It was like white.
Yeah.
And they came up to me and they sat down with me and they had a little TV and they made me turn around from the circle, which was annoying because I missed some bits.
Yeah.
But they made me turn around. They put the TV down. They put some headphones on me. They connected my fingers to electrodes.
Yeah.
And what they did was they played Sharkman 3.
Yeah.
But what they said is that whenever there's a good bit in Sharkman 3, we're going to put a lot of electricity into the electrodes and really hurt you. And they said what this is to test is that the film is good enough that you forget about the pain. They said that's how a lot of our films work. And we just want to test that it's still doing the job.
See, what's interesting there, Jack, is that like all other Sharkman universe films, Sharkman 3 is several hours and entirely composed of good bits.
It's entirely good, Ferg. And what I did for those several hours is I watched the whole film in excruciating pain. But let me tell you, Sharkman 3 is still really, really good.
It holds up.
Really holds up.
It holds up.
Yeah.
It really holds up. That's the thing about these old films.
Yeah.
And in a way that's very similar to the new films.
Yeah.
Is that they really hold up.
They just hold up.
They're just really good. And it's just like, they're just so good. And it's like, you look back on those old films and also those new films. And what's different about them from the old films and the new films is that they're all really good.
They hold up.
They hold up. Shit. Okay, Jack, we're going in now again. I need something for when we go in, for when it comes around to us. I don't know what to say. What's good? What's films? What's in films? Dark Squid. Sharkman. I'll think of something.
Okay, listeners, it's the lunch break now. Yep. Lunch break. They've just given us 1 minute for lunch, which is just quite weird because it's less time than for a wee break.
So what happened, listeners? It's been a few hours, so it came round to me.
Yeah.
And I couldn't think of anything. I stood up in front of everyone, hundreds of thousands of people looking at me, and I couldn't think of anything. And I just said, guys, I really need to pee. And they were like, yeah, nice, that's good. So we wrote on the board. So hopefully that'll end up in the film. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay, I finished eating. Jack, how about you?
I'm still going, Ferg. I'm still going.
No time. Jack, were they calling us back in?
Oh,
Jack.
God. Hello, listeners. We're on our next wee break. And I was going to tell you everything that just happened in the circle, but what's just happened? We've just seen Will walk past us down a corridor.
Yeah.
He didn't see us. We were sat in this alcove recording, and he's just walked past, and I think we should follow him, Ferg.
What?
Just a bit of exclusive content.
We've got to go back into the circle in a minute.
We've done our bit, Ferg. We've said our thing. We don't have to stay.
I just feel like we got to. It's not just about putting your bit. It's about being part of a vibe. It's about bouncing things off each other. And look, I don't want to miss the magic of And Will's doing his own stuff. I don't want to bother him, Jack.
Ferg, if everyone's in that room, then every podcaster in the whole country is in that room.
Yes.
So they're all getting the same content.
Oh yeah, this whole episode so far will basically be the same as every other episode every other Sharkman podcast is putting out today.
So why don't we follow Will and get something new?
Jack, are you saying something?
Yeah.
Are you saying it's exclusive content?
I am, yes, Ferg, I am.
Okay, let's go.
I know I usually don't suggest things like this. I know it's usually you.
Yeah.
But I just want to seize the moment. I want to seize the opportunity.
Carpe the YOLO, Jack.
Yeah, let's go. All right, Ferg, come here.
Yeah.
So we've snuck up to the corner and we're just looking round the corner. Looks like Will's getting into a lift.
Okay.
What floor is he going to? minus 15. Ferg, quick, the doors are shut. Quick, come here. There's a vent above the lift. I'm just going to open that grating.
Okay.
And Ferg, I'll shove you up onto it.
Shove me!
And pull me up, Ferg, pull me up.
I'm going, I got you.
Okay, listeners, we are now on top of the lift. Will is below, inside the lift, and we're moving down. God, Ferg, I feel like a real spy. I feel like a proper private investigator.
It's so weird being this close to Will. Should we just go down into the lift and get him on the podcast? He could be on the podcast again, Jack. We're so close.
Ferg, Will's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I think Will's a really nice guy.
He's lovely.
I think he's lovely. But I also think he does have a track record.
He does have a track record.
So I think let's keep off, not surprise him, and see what he's up to.
Yeah.
All right, floor minus 15.
And just wait for him to leave the lift.
Oh, Ferg, this is so cool. I feel like such a spy. It's just like Boudica heist night. It's amazing. Right,
Wait.
What?
Jack, before we move on.
Yeah.
Which one is one of us Boudica? Which characters are we? Are you Boudica? Are neither of us Boudica? I just want to make sure we've cast it before we... Okay, I think, Jack, you're Boudica.
Yeah.
And I'm the clerk that's in on the job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go with it.
Just wanted to get that out of the way.
So, listeners, I'm looking through the grate and I can see Will is going into a room marked experiment room. Oh, Ferg, this is just like the rooms underneath the convention that I found when I was delving. Quick, come through.
Yeah.
I'll help you down. Now, listeners, there's a locker room to the left.
Yeah.
Ferg, I think we should go in. You know those hazmat suits, those white hazmat suits with the masks?
Yeah.
Let's put those on and follow him in.
Let's do it.
We can't be recording while we're doing it.
Why not?
Well, that'll make us really obvious, won't it?
What if we're speaking into a microphone?
Yes!
But I've got to record the podcast.
Ferg, put it away and we'll tell them about it later.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, guys, so...
Not much to report.
At least we got back during the next pee break, so
Yeah.
people aren't going to notice we're missing,
Yeah.
which is a good thing, but a bit disappointing, really. Wish
Yeah.
we'd stayed upstairs.
It was just kind of run-of-the-mill admin stuff. I mean, it was, it was cool. It was nice to see behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But nothing particularly exclusive or interesting.
No. So Ferg and I, we put on the white hazmat suits. No
Yeah.
one could see who we were.
No.
We walked into the experiment room, and there were lots of people in the hazmat suits. Will wasn't wearing one. He was standing in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
There was a chair. Strapped to the chair was Gertrude,
Yeah.
the 90-year-old fan that we know.
Yeah.
She was strapped to the chair, and there was this drill. And there was this drill just circling inches away from her forehead.
It was sort of a drill made of light or something insubstantial.
Yeah, it had a kind of unearthly quality to it.
Yeah.
And it was nearing her forehead. And Will had this clipboard, and he was shouting, he was screaming at her. He was like, "Prawn Boy should be in it. Do you strongly disagree, neutral, agree, or strongly agree? There should be a fight at the end. Disagree, strongly disagree, etc." And that went on for about an hour.
And then, obviously, as he was saying all of that, she would respond. And then as she responded, the sort of, whatever it was, spectral drill would plunge sort of into her face.
Mm-hmm. And extract this kind of blue flame.
Yeah. And it would just sort of pour out of her into the machine the drill was attached to, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, tube went round, it did a couple loop-the-loops and ended up in a big tank that was already full of this blue fire.
Yeah. And every now and again, Will would sort of pat the tank.
Yeah.
Just give it a couple little pats.
Yeah.
And he would say, the work continues.
Keep filling it up.
We near completion.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. So, just basic kind of admin stuff, really.
Yeah.
I mean, would have been cool to be Gertrude because you get to talk to Will.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, get that one-on-one contact.
Yeah.
Which we all crave.
I miss our chats with Will,
Yeah, me too. But otherwise, not loads to report, really. How long have we been here?
At the sort of writer's room.
The dome, yeah.
In the dome. Well, we were up at 6.
Yeah.
We were there by about sort of 6:30.
Yeah. First session, the speech was about 4 hours.
Yeah.
First session was, 5-6 hours? I watched all of Sharkman 3 in the middle. The whole kind of spiritual extraction process took quite a while.
We were there a couple of hours watching that happen.
I would say longer than a day.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
Come on, Ferg, we've got to get back into the writing room. We've got to pretend that we weren't missing. Come on.
Yeah.
Hi guys, we're on the tube back now.
Yeah.
We finished up in the dome. We got on the tube and we're just heading back to the Sharkman head. It was kind of weird, the last session.
Yeah.
It was like the circle was still there.
Yeah.
But Serena the ladder was gone. Serena was just in the middle. She was just like writing on the carpet in the board pen.
Yeah.
And just slamming her head into the floor.
Yeah.
And just shouting. And everyone else was just shouting in ideas.
Yeah.
And they were shouting and trying to shout over each other.
Yeah.
It was just, it had all gone pretty wrong, to be honest. I'm not sure what they were getting out of it. It was primal.
And I think that's what Will was going for, Jack.
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
this was, you know, this was all very much planned.
Yeah.
And it's all about, you know, those early stages of the session where we were just going around giving out ideas.
Yeah.
That was just a way to really summon up our creative juices.
Yeah.
And those, you know, those robust, forcefully expressed opinions of the fan community.
Yeah.
That are what keeps this franchise going. They were there. They were being expressed. We were all screaming.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's really going to drive this movie forward. You know, and that's what's going to make it for the fans, by the fans, of the fans, for the fans, for the fans, for the fans.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that the movie's for the fans. And
in that violent pile of vile twisting bodies, Ferg, I think there was a lot of love. There was a lot of love for Sharkman. A lot of love for the franchise. The only funny thing was that, like, Serena, Ferg, Serena was obviously in a lot of danger.
Yeah.
Both physical and mental.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people screaming at her.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to be heard. She had to write everything down.
Yeah.
And there were loads of people, presumably behind that mirror, watching. But no one came out. They just let it happen. And then at the end, when we all got hoarse from shouting, and Serena finally just passed out in the middle, there was a voice on the intercom. It was Will, and he said, "Can you release the holding pen?" And the doors just beep, they just opened, and we just all walked away. Just all walked out.
And as we were leaving, listeners,
Yeah.
we looked back at the whiteboard and the scrawlings all over the carpet.
Yeah.
And it just basically all just said, "What if it's dark and fun?"
Yeah, it was like all of the words.
That was all that had been written, just lots of times.
Yeah.
What if it was dark and that wasn't all the suggestions.
No.
But I guess that was the sort of output.
Serena's quite good at condensing ideas. And
Yeah.
she's quite good at...
So looking forward to Dark Squid, because it's going to be, you know, presumably it's going to be fun.
Pretty dark. Pretty fun.
dark, yeah.
Gertrude came out. Gertrude's here on the tube next to us. You right, Gertrude?
Gertrude, you're right. She's not saying anything. I guess she's tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gertrude, that was that session with Will. That sort of one-on-one questionnaire. No.
Yeah, I think she's just really tired, Ferg. It's not that she's dead. She like walked here fine. She's breathing and everything. It's just like she's just sort of sitting there swaying.
I feel like she's slightly not there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like she's slightly less real. Like she's gone a bit like her aura's gone a bit grey.
Yeah.
Like she's a less tangible person.
Yeah. She's physically here.
Yeah.
But spiritually?
Yeah, it's probably just the light in the tube.
Probably just a light.
Yeah.
Does funny things to my eyes. Oh, Ferg, look, Sharkman falls on the little TV in the tube.
I know, Jack, I've been watching it the whole time. Oh, this is a bit where... Yes. Oh, this is Jack, this is the bit where... Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my God, yes. God.
Yeah.
See, this was for the fans.
Yeah, this was really for the fans, wasn't it?
It's so, like...
God, I really need a wee.
This has been Just Another Sharkman podcast, starring Jack Bradfield as Jack and Fergus Macdonald as Fergus. Music and editing by Fergus Macdonald. Artwork by Niamh Simpson. Tune in again for more Sharkman news tomorrow. And the day after that. And the day after that. And the day after that.